welcome to my channel. My name is Yasmin. I am a seller on Poshmark and a full-time stay-at-home mom. This is part 2, so if you haven't watched part 1 already, you might want to watch that because I explain the numbers and stuff. But this is a what sold video for the month of March, so we're going to go over the other half of March's sales. So we're going to go ahead and get straight into that. If you want, you can go ahead and watch the rest of this and then go watch part 1 so you can know how much was made in total and all of that. I'll go ahead and put a link to that video in the description box, so it's super easy for you to just click on over and watch it. Also, if you haven't already, if you would consider subscribing to this channel, it would help me out a ton, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you do subscribe, let me know in the comments, that way I can thank you. Okay, let's talk about our first sale. So the first thing is this Lulu's lace cutout light pink long sleeve midi dress. This sold for $49. I picked this up at a little local buy sell trade store. I got it on sale for $5, so it was new with tags. So some Lulus do really well. This next one was really fun. This is a Disney Parks Lungfly Little Mermaid Under the Sea backpack. This sold for $60. I paid $30 on Poshmark. I did bring this with me to Disney Parks whenever I went to Disneyland, which was super fun, and I did that back in February. This one sold pretty quickly, had a lot of interest. Disney Lungfly does very well if you didn't already know. Our next sale are these American Eagle stretch denim kick boot jeans. They sold for $20. I had $4 into them. I'm able to find American Eagle all the time. Not one of those brands that I would ever pay up for, but if you can get it for under $4, grab them. They're going to basically always sell for around $25 to $30. This next one is a consignment client's, and so this is somebody else's and I sell it for them, and we have a 50-50 split. It was just this Newport Authority gray zip-up vest. This sold for $21, so we split the profit. These Talbot Gold metallic leather block heel ankle sandals, it's a mouthful, sold for $19, and they came in my Jomar wholesale palette, and so I have $2.50 into them. Oh, these were cute. I almost got these. So these are Frozen 2 X All-Star Converse, the little girl high top sneakers. I got these at a yard sale for around $2 or $3, and they sold for $21. This brand, I believe it's pronounced Vervet. It sold for $25. There were these two-tone acid wash raw hem jeans. I'm pretty sure you can get this at like Molly Green and those type of stores. Molly Green is like a little store we have here in the mall, if you don't have that there. I had $4 into those. These are some little kids black Choco sandals. They sold for $25. I had like $3 into them from a yard sale, and they sold pretty quickly. This next sale is my good old friend Steve Madden. We are buddies. These sold for $30, and they came in my Jomar wholesale box, which I was super excited because I got a lot of Steve Madden in my boxes. It sold for $30. I had $2.50 into it. I think these were the Fauna heels was the name of it. These next ones is another American Eagle. These were vintage though. These were authentic Y2K American Eagle low-rise jeans. They sold for $23. They had kind of like a flare at the bottom. So those sold the same day they were listed too. Then we have a J. Jill Wherever collection gray knit button front cardigan sweater. Sold on offer for $20. This one took a little while. I did model it, so I think that helped it sell. J. Jill is one of those brands that's you want to be careful with. I wouldn't pick up everything from them, but if you can get something at the right price, I'd pick it up. I spent $4 on that cardigan. Oh, it kind of makes me sad to see this one. So these are Disney Lungfly Pixar yellow like star ears. These sold for $27. I bought these new on Poshmark for around $21. I did wear them at the park, so you can see me in them in the little photo. But I had really no need for them now because I don't live in California or Florida, so I'm not going to be wearing those on the daily, so I did go ahead and sell them. This one is a Fenton. This was vintage. It's Great Depression glass, and it's called Melt Glass, and it was a tulip vase bowl. It was made to put flowers in. But it sold for $112. This was from a consignment client of mine, so we did split the price. I believe she inherited this from someone. It made it to the person. She never rated me, so I have no idea like if she liked it or all that, but I didn't hear anything bad. So sometimes no news is good news, but I bubble wrapped this thing like crazy, and I bubble wrapped like each little individual bulb too, and yeah, I did a lot to protect it. So I didn't hear anything, so I'm guessing it all turned out okay. I also, at the post office, had them put like fragile stickers all over it. So yes, I think it made it there okay. So our next one is these Sergio Rossi leather purple pumps with a little wooden heel. I had these listed for almost 2 years. These were consignment clients as well. They sold for $16. Never seen this brand again. I don't know if I'd ever pick it up again because of my first experience with it. But that's all I have to say about that. This next one was also a consignment client. The brand is To The Max. It was a black V-neck maxi dress. It sold for $19. We had to split it. And then I sold this LL Bean knit blue long sleeve button front cardigan. This one sold for $28. I had $2 into it. I really loved this one. It was super cute. Vintage LL Bean does really well for me, especially their sweaters. Okay, I just wanted to pop in really quick and tell you guys about the free cross-listing and closet share. And when I say free, I mean like free, like no catches, nothing like that. It's completely free. It's just like Poshmark VA and Vindu and List Perfectly. It is a web extension that you would download into your computer. I love it. I love not paying $45 a month for like Vindu or List Perfectly. Right now, you can't just go to Flip's website and get on. The only way is to be invited, and they did give me a link that I can share with you guys, and I put it in the description box. It takes about a week to get approved by them. All you really need is just your name and your email, and then once you're approved, they send you an email to let you in and let you know that you have access. I've enjoyed using it. I've not ran into any problems. So yeah, just want to tell you guys that I have that because I want to share it so you guys can save money too and get more sales. Then we sold, I sold these Madewell orange jeans. These are actually like a trouser style and they were high-waisted. I picked these up at a Goodwill for $8 and they sold for $42. And they sold pretty quickly. Next we have these On Cloud, I believe is the name. It confuses me. These sneakers, I picked them up at a thrift store for $4. And they sold for $40. They did have damage in like the toe area and stuff, but they still sold. I would just familiarize yourself with their little symbols. That way you can keep an eye out for them. These next ones also sat around for 2 years from the same consignment client. Lafayette Randall black peep toe cutout shoes. They sold for $16. These shoes I just would be careful with. This style is very outdated. I don't really know if people who are looking for the little peep toe with the cutouts, it's very like 2011 to me, so it just didn't do great. Probably shouldn't have listed it. This one I picked up at a thrift store. I paid $2 for it. It was like new. It was the brand Ever Pretty. It was navy and it like ombre down into a blue. It was super cute, and it sold for $38. It was kind of reminded me of the quality of like Shein or Onwe, so it wasn't like the best quality. So I'm glad that it was able to sell for close to $40. This next one was a bundle. It was two of the brand Red Cap. It was 2 gray shirts. One was a light gray and one was a dark gray. The bundle sold for $26. They were both new with tags. This was a consignment clients as well. Next we have a fun one. This was a Prana dress. This one was the Quinn Racerback athletic tennis dress. This sold for $45. I picked it up at a Goodwill for $8. This one sat for a little while. I think it was because it wasn't extra small. But it sold for a great price. These are kind of boring. These are just Dickies, light and strong, relaxed cargo fit pants. These were consignment clients. They sold for $20. Okay, now this one though. This one is Volcom. It's a black blazer. I picked this up for $4. I had experience with this brand from consignment clients in the past with just pants, and I was like, those sold for a good price. So when I saw the blazer, I was like, I'm gonna pick this up. Somebody paid me $90 for this. I just am so like, I paid $4 and sold it for $90. So I don't know. It's the little things like that that like just make thrifting so much fun. Then we have these Dansko orange fern leather wedges. And these sold for $42. I picked these up at a yard sale for $10. And these sold like same day or next day. I don't quite remember. But I knew whenever I found them that they were going to sell quick. Me and Dansko are buddies. I love Dansko. I would be careful of like the ones that aren't like a solid wedge that have like a little swoop in the back. Those don't tend to do as well for me, but like the hospital style shoe and like cute wedges like these, they always sell really great. Basically always for $40 or $60. Next we have Hoka. These were the Blondie 7. These sold for $30. They did have paint splotches on them. I picked these up at a Goodwill for around like $6, I want to say. So I was happy to accept a $30 offer. Then we have these Chacos. These are the Men's Z's Cloud. These were just gray and orange. Somebody offered me $80 for them. I paid $10 at a Goodwill. But I was super excited with that sale. This little Vineyard Vines for Target quarter zip, on the other hand, I probably shouldn't have picked it up. When I bought it, I didn't realize it was for Target. I didn't notice the little Target symbol underneath the Vineyard Vines name. So it only sold for $12 instead of like $25 like I was originally anticipating. And I did pay like $4 or $5 for that because it was a Goodwill. Okay, then we have these little Tory Burch blue two-tone Dorsey point toe leather flats. They sold for $35. I picked them up at a consignment sale for $4. The bottom tread was a little bit worn on them. They were really cute. Unfortunately, a case was open because she said they were too wide on her foot, which I tried these on before I sent them because I'm a 6.5 and they fit me perfectly. So she was saying that these were like a wide, even though it didn't say anywhere on it. So the case was denied. So they weren't sent back to me and she kept them. But I was like, hey, I bet if you relist them that you'll be able to get your money back for sure. Because I gave them to her for a great deal. Now these Harley Quinn, I'm tired guys. These Harley Davis black leather motto boots sold for $70. I picked these up from a local thrift store. I paid $4 for them. I held out. I got a lot of low offers and then someone finally offered me $45 and I accepted it, but then they didn't pay. So I had relisted them and everything, and they sold for $70. So sometimes everything works out the way it should. Oh, Caleb. Okay, we're back. My husband called. He was on his lunch break. Okay, so our next sale are these Lardo Lucita leather cowboy boots. I picked these up at the same consignment shop that I got the Tory Burch at. These sold for $40. I paid $12. I've never seen this brand before, but I ran comps and it looked good, so I picked them up. Then we have these little girls Chacos. These sold for $20. I paid around $3 or $4 for them at a Goodwill once. This one was a consignment client. The brand is Todd Snyder. I don't know. It was a blue indigo button-down shirt. It sold for $60 and it was new with tags. This one had a lot of interest, so if you see this brand, it might be something to keep an eye out for. This one was from the same consignment client. This was new with tags as well. The brand is Marella, and it sold for $73. If I were to seen these pants at the thrift store and they didn't have a tag on it to tell me how much they were worth, I would have had no idea because the quality felt cheap. They felt like Amazon, Shein, like just not great pants, and they were see-through. But I mean, they got a 5-star rating, so this might be a brand to keep an eye out for as well. Then we have this little Casey Hughes blue floral 1950s style v-neck dress. This one sold for $20. I picked this one up at a Goodwill. I picked up 2 of them, and the other one in a different style. The other one sold a couple months ago. This one's been hanging around a while. I did pay $8 for it, so I wouldn't recommend doing that. Then we have this new Pottery Barn Accents Gray Floral Print Pillowcase. This was from a consignment client. It sold for $40. I wish it sold for $40. It sold for $14. So yeah, it did okay. And I didn't have anything into it, so it was okay. This one's Beta brand. This one sold for $67. This is my only experience ever selling Beta brand or ever finding Beta brand. I found it at a Goodwill for $8. It actually took a little while to sell. So I don't know if this style just isn't as popular. It was an asymmetrical travel dress, so it was a little funky, not like classic or traditional like most of their stuff is. So I feel like that may have been why it didn't sell as quickly. This next one are these white low-top all-star Converse. These came in a thread-up rescue shoebox, I believe. and they sold for $35. I think I either had $5 or $6 into them. They had a little bit of wear on them as well. This next one is the Madden Girl Queen Brown Chelsea boots. These had an intentional distress look on them. They sold very quickly for $54. I did pay $10 at a Goodwill. Madden Girl doesn't always do as well as Steve Madden, so I was a little bit weary, but comps looked great, so I did pick up this style, but I think this style was just very sought after. The Chelsea boots, or really anything that resembles Doc Martens right now, that's what everyone wants to wear. They want to be like Olivia Rodrigo. They want the kind of edgy punk, but like with a cute dress look. Then we have a bundle, and this one, I actually gave her a pretty good deal on it. So it was four items? Yeah. So it was 4 items. So we have this Disney Mickey Mouse shirt that I have $2 into. These Levi 501 New Attack jeans that I have $5 into. Then we have these Free People lace trim shorts that I have like $6 into. And then these American Eagle mom shorts that I have $2 into. I offered her $85 and she accepted. I made my money back, and I've definitely made a good profit off of it. Not as much as I would have if I wouldn't have given her such a good deal, but she was super nice, so I went ahead, and I like to give people a deal sometimes, especially whenever my cost of goods is so low. Then we have these Crocs Sarah Rose Gold Pink slip-on sandals. I also have these in blue if anyone's looking for them. These sold for $15. They did have some wear on them. I got them at a Goodwill for like $3. Then we have these Chelsea and Violet, which is an Anthropologie brand, embroidered jeans. These sold for $38. They did take a little while to sell. Chelsea and Violet is an okay brand. Don't get like too excited if you find it, but it usually sells eventually. Then we have these Choco Kid sandals. These are the ZX1s. These are coral and gray. They had like a little geometric pattern on them, and they sold for $31. I got these at a Goodwill for around the $3 mark. These Vici black studded Celeste strappy sandals. I picked these up for $4. They sold for $15 same day. And the reason why is because I didn't realize it, but it was missing the middle clasp on each shoe. So I wasn't able to sell them for $40 like I was anticipating, but that's okay because I didn't pay like a super big amount for them. So I don't know, you just want to be careful when you're buying different things, because I've had shoes where the heel part was loose in the back, or the toe part was coming up, or it was missing insoles, or like missing laces. There's a lot of things that can go wrong. So you just want to make sure you check. Sometimes even if you do check, you're going to miss something, but that's just part of it. But I'm glad that I didn't have to redonate them. Then we have this Mountain Hardwire black fleece zip-up jacket. This sold for $25. I had $4 into it at a thrift store. This was one that I was kind of like, why did I pick this up? When I was photographing it, I was like, where did this come from and why did I buy it? But I'm so glad it sold before like we get into the heat of summer, because I don't like having to store jackets and sweaters. And our last sale for the month of March is this Angel of the North Anthropologie black button front cardigan. I did model this one, so I feel like that might have helped it sell. It sold within a couple hours of being listed. It sold for $15. I believe that's what I think I listed at $20 and she offered me $15, and I just went ahead and took it, because this is one that was at the bottom of my death pile. And so I've had it for months and months and months, but it just never got listed. And so when that tends to happen, I tend to want to get rid of something faster. But that is all my sales. And again, if you missed part 1, you can go watch it. It'll be linked in the description box so you can see the other half of my sales and the numbers behind it all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, if you're interested in using the free Flip Cross Lister, I do have a link to that in the description. It's completely free. You can do closet sharing like Posture VA, basically, except it's free. And then cross listing. I personally just use it for cross listing, which is phenomenal because I'd rather use that than pay like $45 a month for Venn or List Perfectly. So if you are interested in it, the link's in the description box, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!